Hey there, friends. What's up? Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy Cheers. Today is, intentionally the 30th, but that's because it's 1 o'clock. This is actually the video for the 29th. Star Wars Day by Day. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I know you have a lot of other choices you can make. I appreciate you, spending some time. And, those guys have a lot of fun cuts and wacky costumes and AI and all this fun stuff, and I'm just here doing the thing because this, my friends, is all it is. Anyway, thanks for being here. Mention this in the free-to-play video in case you didn't mention it. Yesterday, Sunday, was very interesting. And, it's just one of those things where making space and intentionality is all it's about. And it really is. And I haven't totally decided, but we're going to go ahead and we'll see. We may end up, I'm just going to farm stuff. We're just going to keep farming Synthetic Power Trooper. Then we'll go from there. And then, we'll see what happens in the long term. It's going to be very curious. But we're going to be very intentional this year. We are. At some point, we will get this Scythian Power Team online, whether we end up buying into the Revens, which I haven't done yet, obviously, or not, is anybody's guess at this point. And the reason it is just because I haven't pulled the trigger. I did on the original account, we just haven't yet, and I don't know, and I still don't know if I am. Fortunately, that's not a decision I have to make yet. Probably by the time you see this video, which I have to do some rendering because I haven't rendered and uploaded videos in a couple days, we will know that. But this year is all about making space and being intentional about not shoehorning stuff in. Case in point, as I mentioned on the free-to-play video, went to church, and it's really interesting when we go to church, and I didn't know our pastor was going to be on vacation, but, obviously, he did a big run-up to Christmas, get that he wanted to go to state to spend time with his family, in the state that he's originally from. But we had another speaker who spoke, and he spoke a number of times before, just different for circumstances, but he always comes in, and I really don't know if it's just me or if the other folks there experience it too, but it's always like he comes in and I'm like, okay, what's he gonna say? What's this guy's gonna say that I am not ready for? And it was just very simple. Nothing crazy, nothing complex. And I left there and I'm like, I'll be doggone. And it just reminded me about not shoehorning in and not being and just being more intentional. And guys, we all need to do this when it comes to playing this game and in life in general, not just in this game, but in life in general. This is just a means where we can be like, this is a game we care about. and we get to select and choose where we're going. A lot of people are like, they're just, oh, I gotta get SLKR, oh, I gotta get JML, oh, I gotta get Java, oh, I gotta get Leia, oh, I gotta get JMK, oh, I gotta get Lord Vader, oh, I gotta get C, oh, I gotta get Rey, oh, I gotta get Ahsoka, and it's like, do you have to? Do you have to? Because it's like I still may buy um the Revens, but I don't have to. It would be $20. It would be done tomorrow. I wouldn't have to worry about it. I wouldn't have to worry about farming the rest of their shards. I wouldn't have to worry about whatever. It would just be done. It would just be done. The only thing I would need to worry about is mods and a couple of Zetas and Omegas. That's it. But there would be, Rogue 3, you're like, oh, probably good. I'm good, at least until they come out with something that I need to relic higher. And, everybody that's talked about them have been like, this is relic overkill. And it is, but that's a very narrow view. It's like, so you're telling me there's never going to be anything you're going to need high relics on Jolie Bendo or Mission Zalbar or Juhani or Karth in T3 ever? Are you sure? And that might be the case, but it also might not. And you get to make that choice. You get to make the choice of, okay, because it's like, well, if you don't want them at Relic 3, then don't buy them. If you don't think it's worth paying $10 to get it to Relic 3, to get these characters to Relic 3, just on the off chance that you might need them someday, then don't buy the characters. And it's like, just make a choice. Do you want them in Relic 3 or not? Do you want them done in Relic 3 or not? But you can't, it's like, of course you can go out and you can buy the Cis Triumvirate and you can buy the 2 C packs and you can buy Tambor or whatever, and you can do all that, or you could not do it at all. And the same is true in life. So after we did church, we went and got some food, burger, came home, relaxed for a little bit, watched a little football, had dinner, took the kids over to their grandparents. Me and the wife decided she wanted to go see Wicked. So we went to the movie theater with all intention of seeing Wicked. And the movie started an hour late. And then we watched it for an hour and then it shut off. And they're like, it's because of the weather. Now, it was a little rainy and a little windy. So we got a refund. And if you remember me talking maybe, I don't know, 6 weeks ago about going to this place, same movie theater, got a refund. Wife's like, we're never coming back here again. But it's like, this was something she decided to think about yesterday. She told me about it this morning. I was like, sure, let's do it. We did it. It didn't work out. Why? Probably because we tried to shoehorn it in. And I talked about leading up to Christmas how I really didn't want to shoehorn stuff in, and yet it all got shoehorned in. Why? Why can't we just... What if we had been intentional and said, hey, we can actually thought about it and actually made a plan. Realize there's not always time to make a plan, but it's like this thing with the whole buying of packs. It's like I still may buy these 2 packs, but I still have 6 days to do it. By the time I'm sure you see this video, that won't be the case. But for right now, I still have 6 days. Whether I end up doing it or not, we'll see. But I've made the plan already that if I do end up buying them, I'm only going to buy those 2. But other than that, you really need to be intentional about what you're doing in life and in this game. I'm probably more so in life, because a lot of us just go through the motions, and then if something big arises, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with it because I wasn't intentional about what I was doing before. And thus, stuff came back and bite me in the backside. I alluded to a book in the free-to-play video. I'm going to talk about it here. I didn't get it in my bookshelf. I'm going to do that real quick while we just lose this battle, probably. All right, I think we got this win in hand. We actually have, and that's the good thing. All right, so this is a book that I bought. This is actually my original copy when it came out, and had a pin in here, and that was holding a place. It's been like in there for years, because but this is a book that I'm trying to remember. I want to know when it came out. It came out in 2019. And it's called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. You can see that. And it's by John Mark Comer, whatever. And it's an orange cover, I think it's orange. But in there, he talks about intentionally slowing down. Like being intentional about slowing down. And I know it's like we live in this world where everything's like, gotta go. But in here, he talks about intentionally stopping at stop signs and intentionally getting in the longest line at the grocery store. And, because our life is always just so fast. And in here he talks about, on Saturday we don't do anything. All we do is we just relax and play games and make love and relax. And we intentionally don't schedule anything. It's just for family time. It's just quiet time. It's just time to sleep and read and relax and maybe not turn on any devices and maybe just, like I said, sleep, relax, read, have some laughs, play a game, all the stuff that we don't do anymore because we have to watch the football game. We have to go and, I don't know, we have to go and do, and we have to go and experience. And it's like, what if and his whole premise is like, Jesus took time away, or he went away intentionally, and he slowed down his life, and he took time to rest and pray. And it's like, this is what is missing from our life. And this is, and keep in mind, I'm talking about this, me being intentional about slowing down and about being more intentional about planning life and stuff. And this is a book that I bought 5 years ago. It's like somehow 5 years ago, God was already putting plans in place. And I'm about to dive back into it because I haven't read it in 5 years. And I'm wondering how my perspective now is going to change upon it. And I'm excited to see what happens about it because I'm really, really anticipating, really wanting to see what's going to change. But anyway, we got some stuff today. We're going to keep being intentional about how we play this game. We're on our way to Leia, I promise. As soon as we get the Sith Empire team, that's where we're going. It's to Leia. But for now, I appreciate you. I know you have a lot of other options. A lot of people do stuff that I don't do on this channel, and that's fine. I'm here because this is what it is. And I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Hold the line. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.